Mark Hundley, and this is Live at 5 for the first Friday of the month of August. I hope you've had a good week. I hope that it's been a busy one, a blessed one. I hope that you've enjoyed some time together with family and friends or by yourself, reading a book, taking a walk. I hope you've found some time to do some of that for you. I want to talk with you today about the magic of the 60-second vacation. You know, this time of restriction, or restricted travel and restricted time with friends and family can sometimes be a burden. And I know that we get stressed out from time to time. I know I do. And for years now, I have engaged in something that I call the 60-second vacation. And I work with students sometimes and clients sometimes in an effort to help them find relaxing kinds of things to do. And I call this the 60-second vacation because regardless of where you are, what you're doing, with whom you're spending time, you can always take a 60-second vacation. I have two special places that I travel to. Now, I don't get into my car and I don't go to the airport. I don't take the train. It's a trip. It's a vacation I take in my mind. And so I want to share with you a little bit about one of those places, and then I want to maybe invite you and walk you through, not really teach you. I would imagine that you do some of this anyway. If you've ever daydreamed before, you've probably been on the verge of taking a 60-second vacation. You've probably taken a few, maybe even without realizing what you're doing. So I have two places. One's in the mountains and one's kind of off beach. It's not on the beach. It's not with the waves, but very often when I find myself stressed out, when I find myself moving toward a place where my thoughts are crisscrossed and my feelings are upended, I stop what I'm doing. I take a couple of three really deep breaths. I close my eyes and I travel in my mind to one of those two special places. And it's really kind of a cool place. I can describe it to you. It's, like I said, it's off beach. So as I go to this special place where I take my 60-second vacation, I actually am walking up from the beach through a worn path through the sand. On either side, there's some salt grass, some seagrass on either side of this little path. And as I top the hill, I go into down the hill toward a copse of trees that have a little opening right in the center, and they're really tall, dark green trees. And when I walk through those trees, I emerge on the other side of this beautiful, deep, dark blue lagoon. It's a round lagoon. The water is peaceful. There's a little bit of sand around the lagoon. Up on the far side of the lagoon, there's a rather tall rock waterfall, and water is coming down, and so the only sound that I hear is the sound of the water falling off the rocks and over the rocks and into the lagoon itself. And there are trees and flowers, and every now and then a bird will fly by. But it's just a very peaceful place. And off to the right, as I walk and I stand in this lagoon area, off to the right is a lounge chair. And so I go over and I sit down in that lounge chair, and about for 30 seconds, I just enjoy the peace and the quiet and the beautiful waterfall that's in front of me. And I'm taking a few deep breaths. And after about 60 seconds, I'm okay. It's time to leave. And I get up and I turn around and I walk out. And when I walk out of that copse of trees, when I walk out of that lagoon area, I really feel relaxed and refreshed. It's a really simple process, but you have to practice it sometimes. You just do. So what I would like to ask you to do, and I'm not going to ask you to write all this down, but you might. Let me just walk you through it, okay? Let's just take about 30 to 60 seconds for you to find that spot that helps you relax. And I want you to kind of take a couple of deep breaths. Breathe in about 4 counts, and then breathe out about 4 counts. And then again, inhale for 4 counts. And exhale for 4 counts. And now wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just close your eyes. And don't close your eyes if you're driving, but close your eyes and just let on that screen, that gray screen, that light gray screen that serves as the screen behind your eyeballs or in front of your eyeballs. Let the place, and you may have already picked one out, you may have one from your memories, you may have one that you visit often, but you can't go there right now. Let that place just materialize on that screen. Let it just materialize. It'll come up. See, it's there. Now, what I'd like you to do is just kind of pay attention. Look around you a little bit. Is anyone else with you? Sometimes you invite people with you because they're there and they don't have to say anything or do anything, but they can just be there with you. Sometimes you have a pet. Sometimes you have a friend, a relative, a spouse, a partner. If there's anyone there with you, just acknowledge them, but look around. What else is there? What is the setting? Is it a mountain stream? Is it a mountain trail? Is it someplace on the beach by the ocean or perhaps by a lake somewhere? Are you out in a meadow in a field full of flowers? Where is this place that your mind has taken you for this 60-second vacation? Pay attention to everything that's there, the color of the sky, if there are clouds, if it's sun, if there's any wind or rain, if the breeze is blowing the grass or the trees, are there birds, or there are bees buzzing around? What is going on around you? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you feel? Get that place in your mind. Get it firmly in your mind. And I just want you to pause just for a moment while you're there and take it all in. Absorb it into your heart. Absorb it into your soul. Absorb it into your spirit. Absorb it into your brain. Absorb it into your emotions. And let it just settle you. Don't you feel more calm, more relaxed? Okay, if you've had your eyes closed, go ahead and open them up. Not a problem. Don't want to put you to sleep. But remember that. You may create 2 or 3 places, but the beauty and the magic of the 60-second vacation is any place, anytime. You can pause where you are. Pause what you're doing. Take a couple of 3 deep cleansing breaths, close your eyes, and you can go to that place of your choosing for a 60-second vacation. It's kind of a meditation. It's kind of a calming place. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to pack anything. You just have to go and let that place that you've created in your mind or that's been created in your experience fill you with the relaxation that you need. Okay? So my challenge to you this weekend is take a few of those. Maybe you have 2 or 3 places that you thought about and you created. Take some 60-second vacations this week over the weekend, and just kind of see what happens. Pay attention to what happens with your blood pressure, with your heart rate, with your breathing, with your sense of stress, with your sense of distress, your perspective on life, your perspective on yourself. Pay attention to the outcome of taking that 60-second vacation or all those 60-second vacations that you take. And then determine that you're going to at least once a day pause where you are, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and go for that wonderful 60-second vacation. It's magical. I promise. It really, really is. I hope you have a great weekend. I will be doing another one of these on Monday, so I hope to see you on Monday for another Live at 5. Take care of yourself, and peace.